really worth to mention is that GDP has grown 3.4% year on year, which is the highest result in Europe. We should be proud. The economy in Poland is very active and quite resistant on challenges happening around, which definitely translates into positive consumption levels and the trust of Polish society. It's a very healthy employment market. 78.4% of Polish inhabitants are actually actively working, which is higher than the European Union, which then again translates into power of Polish economy. There's also interesting outcome of the recent report on strategic sector signals, which has been done by Cushman Wakefield, and it's mainly translates into positive inflow of investments for logistics and production, mainly the defense, clean energy, life sciences and critical commodities. And Poland has been highlighted among all four major sectors with actually much bigger markets like UK, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, and what's also interesting, Sweden is, which is mainly much smaller market, on the other hand very mature. So that again shows that Poland is reaching a different level of development recently, and it's being mentioned in a lot of other major reports on economy in Europe. What's also important to mention is the infrastructure in Poland. We see finalization of the road infrastructure network, a lot of investments in railways, and also our beautiful main transportation hub, CPK. We actually has been chosen by CPK to advise them on commercial real estate aspects for cargo city and airport city. That will cover commercial advisory, ESG around BREEAM certification, and also strategic directions for the city, which I think is a great success, and I hope it will really crack on relatively soon. Our assignment actually starts from now, so we will definitely be quite vocal about the outcome of the report in coming months. It's quite a big challenge for all major markets. So in Poland is demographics, aging society. Maybe Poland is not necessarily highlighted here. We believe that the best mitigation of that risk and that challenge could be more deliberate activities around immigration, so more targeted immigration procedures related to certain skills, certain talent, certain knowledge. We've been, I believe, quite lucky being surrounded by countries like Ukraine or Belarus. We had a lot of inflow of great talent, of people working really hard for our economy, but I think it's not enough in the long run. I think we should, and it's actually quite visible in production facilities that we see more clients employing people from Southern America, Asia, Middle East. I believe more to come, but from entire economy perspective, I think it should be the government to really think about what procedures will support the economy with people coming and ready to work and support the growth and mitigate obviously demographics trends, which are quite challenging, to be honest. On the other hand, quite a positive surprise is more inflow of tourists in Poland. Into 2025, from January to July, we had nearly 24 million of tourists, which is 17% more than in the record 2019. So that again shows that after pandemic, the situation has stabilized and Poland has become an important destination in Europe. I also believe it's somehow connected with climate change, that not only Southern Europe has a nice weather during summer, especially that most of tourists in Poland are actually from Europe. We see that European nations are traveling a lot within the continent because it's just more efficient, more sustainable and quite easy and safe. That, I believe, translated into more activity in hospitality business, both in terms of supply and transactional activity. Poland has a lot to offer. We observe that Poland is becoming much more mature market. It's being mentioned among major countries like UK, France, Spain, Germany, Netherlands, in all major markets. On one hand, that shows what progress we have made within 35 years of free economy. On the other hand, we also need to understand that the pace of change may also slow down, the pace of development may also slow down. But still, it doesn't mean there is no potential. We still believe there is potential for growth, there is potential for new developments, but the dynamics will change. It's good to some extent, because that also in front of investors means more predictability, more stability within the assets they invested.